Cheers, y'all. Happy wine and design. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. Tonight I want to talk about inspiration, the importance of starting with inspiration and not just heading out and buying things, where you can find inspiration and the typical places, but also I want to give you some ideas for the not so typical places. And every single project, no matter how large or small, if you're just doing a refresh or if you've got a whole home you're building from scratch, it's so important to begin with that work, to actually sit down, dedicate time to looking for things that inspire you, the way you want your home to look, the way you want your home to feel also. I recommend limiting that time to really a day or an evening where it's just you and it's not the entire family running around. So take some time, but limit that time, because the more you limit it, the less distracted you will get. And that is also the purpose of the inspiration, because you start with that inspiration, with those ideas, and then that becomes the concept for your entire, I use the term project, but that again can mean a teeny tiny refresh or a big construction of a home. So inspiration leads to the concept, and then that drives the entire project. So that's why it's important. But now I want to talk about where you can find ideas. There are your typical places, magazines, although not too many people get actual paper magazines anymore, print magazines. But if there are magazines that you've liked in the past, go to their website and find the new projects that they're highlighting. So that's a great place, obviously. Pinterest is probably the one that most people use. Houzz is used a lot. Over all of that, I really like Instagram the most, because Instagram is so image focused, where when you go to particularly Pinterest, you may find a great image, but then it comes along with a blog post about how to do it. And some of these ideas are just so bizarre. I do look at Pinterest too, but that's why I like Instagram the most. And then after that, I would default to magazines, whether print or online. So there you go, you look, you find things that you're drawn to, and you may not even know why you are drawn to it. Just don't overthink it at this point. So pull all of those images. If you are working online, I like just doing an image shot and saving it to my photos. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just, whatever. I can tell you how to do it on a MacBook, but however you do it on any computer, just grab that image, save it to your photos, or save it to a folder so that you can flip through them later. But go through, get a bunch of ideas, get a bunch of inspiration of rooms. One thing I will note, going back to Pinterest, instead of just searching living room, I recommend searching living room inspiration, living room ideas. So that kind of whittles down a lot of the DIY, how to build a chair from a pool noodle type of stuff. So that's how I recommend searching. And really that's how you can do it when you're just on Google. So now let's talk about the not so typical places. Obviously, friends' homes can be inspiration. If you're in a town that has show houses, designer show houses, those are great inspiration. Hotels, even though you're not wanting your home to look like a hotel, that's a great place for feeling, for color, because when you're looking for inspiration, it doesn't have to be every single thing in this room is what I want my space to look like. It can be, I'm really drawn to this, but now that I look at it, it's really that ottoman that I love. Or I'm in this hotel, I like the way it feels real sleek and modern. I'm at my friend's house, I don't really like her style, but I really love that color. So don't overthink it. Just get some ideas. When you're out and about, take pictures. Here's something else. Don't only think about gathering images of another space. I recommend also gathering inspirational photos that might be, a fashion magazine. That's a great place for color. It may be a picture of the ocean, a picture of a mountain, and then that is what is evoking feeling, because your space is not just furniture, it's not just paint, it is also feeling. So when you look at this picture of the ocean and you're drawn to that, how does that make you feel? It might make you feel peaceful. It might make you feel joyful because you're thinking back to, playing on the beach when you were a little girl or a little boy. So I want you to just dig deeper than your typical Pinterest search living room. Look on Instagram, look on your usuals, look on magazines, but then go beyond that, go out in the wild and look at your friends' homes, show houses, hotels. Just look at the space that you are in. When you're in a part of your town that you love, take pictures of that. And then when you get back home, compare those to other things that you've pulled. And it may be, if you've got a cool downtown in your town and it's been revitalized and kind of restored to the way it used to be, then maybe what you're wanting is a look that is more traditional or retro or whatever. So reach beyond just a picture of a room and think about the feeling. Think about individual colors, how colors work together. Just go a step further. So when you do that, you really get a more complete space that feels like you. Anyway, I hope you have a rest of your week that is fabulous. I want to let you know one thing I've been really excited about. I've been updating my Confident Design Academy course. I've now changed the name to Academy instead of just plain course because so much more is involved. But I've been updating all of the lessons, and I've now updated my first 2 modules, and I am so excited because I went back and I saw I could have explained this better, or, if someone adds in this step, it really will elevate their home. So I'm really excited to get that out to you all, and you can see all the amazing strategies for creating a beautiful home on your own. If you're interested in finding out more about that, just shoot me a message and I can get you all the details. One final thing, I thought that was my final. It's not. This week I've been doing design deals and a different offer every single week. So every single day. The first day was planters. So doing really pretty planters and containers for your front porch or deck or whatever. Special pricing on that. The next day I did $100 off of my consultations, which is huge. I've never done that. Really, I've never done any of these offers. The day 3 was a gift wrapping service. I absolutely adore wrapping gifts. So if you're someone who either doesn't like it or is short on time, message me about that. And then today my offer was $50 off virtual design sessions. So watch out for those if you're interested in any of that and you may have missed it previously. Again, just send me a quick direct message. Thanks so much. Cheers again and have a great day.